Rapaziada, vou estar seguindo um guia aqui, beleza? Então, se vocês forem seguir esse vídeo como um guia, é só fazer tudo que eu fizer. Eu tô seguindo um aqui, então eu vou tá dando um Ctrl C, Ctrl V aqui pra poder fazer os 1000, beleza? Vambora. A câmera não vira.
I had not been back there in years, but it was the last place left to look. It was not exactly as I remembered it, but it wasn't all that different either. Two odd contraptions guarded the lost treasure. I would have to turn one and see what happened. Even though the bed was very comfortable, this was no time to hide under the covers.
Vai deitando essas camas aqui, rapaziada, que eu tô com a impressão que isso aqui é como se fosse um coletável do guia do jogo, tá ligado? Porque eu tava olhando esse guia aqui e toda hora o cara deita, então provavelmente é como se fosse um coletável.
Wait. Hold on, Grandpa. I don't remember this part of the story. Beds hanging from stalactites?
We'll get there, Gwendolyn. Don't worry. No detail in this story will be overlooked. Now, where was I? Ah, yes. As I treaded through the river of rumbling trundles, I feared I knew the source of that deafening wind. Nestled beneath a slumbering pile of teeth and claws was...
Fabled mirror.
Oh, so you remember this part of the story.
Well, dragons are my favorite.
You want to tell this part?
Yes. King Edward sent me, the greatest knight in all of Daventry, on a quest to return his stolen mirror. A gigantic, hulking beast of a dragon was the last thing in my way to... My way to add a shinier hat to my collection. As I was saying, this was no time to take a nap. All right.
I took a brief rest before I decided to adventure on with that very important
Opa,
treasure.
liberou uma conquista. 55G. Não sei por que deitou duas vezes, deitei duas vezes também, liberou 55G. Não tem placa de captura, então eu vou
the missing
avisando
handle was
quando
booby-trapped? What did you
for
do?
liberando conquista, beleza? Pra
I
vocês
used my
ficarem
cleverness
ligados
to
nos
outsmart
momentos.
the trap. Then I used my cleverness to hide.
Tá aqui de novo, não sei por que. Ah, dragão.
Luckily, that half-blinded beast never noticed me in bed.
A dragon's eye must be really hard to pierce with an arrow. At archery lessons, I can barely hit a hay bale.
It is indeed a feat only for skilled archers. I tried to turn that crazy contraption, but it was missing a handle. Someone tampered with it, creating some silly conundrum.
What did you use to fix?
The dragon's chains were coiled around a gigantic switch mounted to
Abrir
the
o
cave.
inventário é o botãozinho dos 3 skins, beleza? Start, vamos dizer.
After he briefly basked in the sun, the narcoleptic dragon went back to snoring.
I probably sleep all day too, if Amira was my only friend. You marched right.
mais uma conquista. Ser morto pelo dragão, sei lá. Seguindo, rapaziada, só fazer o que eu fizer e já era. 1000zão na conta. Start que eu vou esperar ele chegar na parte que eu tô agora. O vídeo ficou um pouquinho pra trás. Eu vou subir a escada direto.
Whoever designed this trap thought they were pretty clever, but I would probably find a way to hit that unreachable switch. The mirror called out to me. A ridiculous feeding contraption was cobbled together to keep the beast and probably its owner alive.
escaped with only a flesh wound.
Onde for possível, né? Onde for pra ser pulado, ele pula.
With a magic mirror safely in my possession, I dreamt of the Daventry I would be rewarded with, and the kingdom it could become. Split second, I had three choices in front of me. Any would clear my path to safety, and all would have rippling consequences.
Certo.
My hands were shaking and my arms could barely grip the rope. But with the last of my strength,
Até aqui foi
I
110
climbed out
de
of
Gamer
the well
Score,
and headed back to the
Então essa
castle.
parte vocês têm que ter.
Ever since the magic mirror returned, its reflections have warned the kingdom of danger, kept our family safe, and it has exposed many troublesome crumbs tangled in my beard.
Yeah. King Edward was so proud that you returned his lost treasure that he made you king. Everyone knows that part. Now, can we get back to that dragon?
Gwendolyn, there is so much more to my stories than dragons. I hope this old cap will be remembered for far more than the action tattered across its brim, sewn into the seams of many hidden adventures. All right, let's get back to the dragon.
Tell me everything. Like, why did you set the dragon free even though he was trying to eat you?
I set him free because, well, over the years I realized that the dragon was not the despicable, hideous beast Daventry had made him out to be. He was just a caged animal that was never shown any kindness. On that day, I forgave the dragon for his atrocious past.
You have such a bizarre way of making friends, Grandpa. I guess I do too. I'm known as Gwendolyn the Popular back home. But only to my stuffed bunnies.
I've always found it best to pursue friends where I can, though they don't always feel the same about me.
All right, you two. Grandpa needs to rest. Gwendolyn, it's way past your bedtime.
Sleep well, Grandpa. I'll be back first thing in the morning.
I don't need rest. I'm as spry as I've ever been, though I wouldn't mind a slice of magic fruit.
Well, hello, cousin.
Guard!
I'm glad you're finally
Aconteceu
here.
diferente,
He's been
né?
asking about you for
No
days.
guia
I
foi.
had to sit through the same story
Não sei se eu
5
esqueci de
times.
apertar alguma
Got
coisa.
here as fast as we could. And I like Grandpa's stories. Especially the ones with dragons.
Ah, yes, the legendary beast that he set free. I don't know if he forgets I've heard that story before or he doesn't care, but he loves telling it to anyone that will listen. I'm pretty sure I heard the nursemaids telling his same jokes in the hall.
Have you heard anything the doctors are saying?
Yes, doctors, wizards, magic elves. Grandfather is fine, Gwendolyn. They all say the same thing. He's just old. He still has a few good years left. Look, we're all excited that your family made the trip, but there's no need to worry. You should get some rest. I'm sure you're scheduled for a full morning of Grandfather's hilarious ramblings.
Oh, I'm also scheduled for the tournament tomorrow.
Ah, yes, the fencing tournament. You'll love it. I'm, of course, favored to win and will make sure you have the very best seat to view my victory. The courtyard will be filled with important people and delicious hors d'oeuvres.
Oh, I'm actually competing in the tournament.
I had no idea we were hosting a junior tournament. That's incredible. In that case, I will gladly be there to cheer you on and eat delectable appetizers.
Nope. No junior tournament. I'll be squaring off against you.
I see. Well, perhaps this is the time to stop listening to stories and finally make some of your own. Good night, Gwendolyn. Sleep well.
Come in, Gwendolyn. You can set those on the nightstand.
Grandma said to take 3 spoonfuls of each.
I'll get to those. No need to fuss over me. Now, let's talk about far more important issues, like that fencing tournament. I hear you're competing.
Well, I signed up, but I'm not so sure anymore.
Nonsense. If it's Scott you're worried about, he's no bother. After all, I only learned that you entered after he complained about it all morning. Threatened, I'm guessing. There are many ways to win a duel. I, for one, have always been fond of...
Pera aí. Fora que não dá pra... Olha que não dá pra ver o que ele escolhe ali.
Precision through practice and a deft maneuver or two. Train harder and follow your instincts. Speaking of, that reminds me of a story. One I know you haven't heard before. When I was a much younger lad, before I was a knight, before I'd been
que
to
seja durante o
Daventry, and
jogo.
even before I'd seen a dragon.
Libere as
It's
conquistas,
a
não pelas
tale about a
escolhas do que você vai
tournament that
falar.
changed my life. It is a long story, but I shall tell it briefly.
Well, Triumph, this looks as good a place as any to camp for the night. Let's rest up. We have a big day tomorrow.
After gracefully rappelling down the cliff, I welcomed the sight of an actual road, the first sign of civilization. I could have sworn the parade of hopeful knights was scheduled for the next day. I should have been with them, marching with triumph. It seemed my first few minutes in Daventry were off to a terrible start.
So, how did you catch up with them?
Strange tracks blazed a trail through the forest. I wondered what those birds needed to do.
Essa árvore aí aperta A.
Shame. The only tool left seemed to be a small hatchet. And no, Gwendolyn, before you start asking me thousands of questions about that hatchet, I did not go around using it on everything.
Stand back, you dirty thieves! Wah! Oh, it's just a boy. Don't know where he's from, but it must be hard to pronounce. You know, you should never sneak up on a guy in a dangerous place like... Oh! What's wrong with your foot? Probably stepped on a spiniferous thornweed. Don't worry, I got just the fix for that. Tell me, is it more of a ow or a oh? Either way, the Merchant of Miracles has got you covered. But it'll cost you. I've risked my neck to forge the most rare, miraculous, mysterious, and oftentimes delicious ingredients. Ah, here it is. I massage this into my skin twice a day, and just look at my little biscuits. Well, now that I've mulled it over, you'd better not. It might stunt your growth. Ooh, such exquisite material. Hey. I knew you weren't from around here. Well, you best get going. Nobody likes a late night. Oh, wait. You're stuck here with me. Every Virgin is out, and my shortcut had a few shortcomings. I swear that rock leaped straight out of the water. Now I'm stuck here with no wheel, a lost toolbox, and Mr. Fancy Cakes. Say, I'll bet a fine, strapping young man like you could help me fix up this wheel. Yup, you help me fix my chariot, and I'll give you a lift to the tournament. Hopefully no one else notices your horrible lack of punctuality. Oh, how rude. Do you have any questions for me?
Could you repeat that?
Try to keep up, son. Bridge is out, failed shortcut, flying rock, wheel broke, be a strapping lad, get tools, fix wagon, get a lift to the tournament.
Não tem nada a ver com as opções que você vai escolher.
What? Huh? Huh? How did I get onto this? We are not supposed to be in this part of the story yet.
Where did that river lead to?
That is a story for another day.
Mais uma conquista de 55. Conquista número 3 de 17. De 55. Tem uma de 100, uma de 75 e outras secretas. Muito para trás.
Ooh, I'm a rock! No, I'm not! Enjoy your broken wheel. We just move this over to the left. Right there, a little more, and bargain stopper! Come to Daventry, they said. See all the bridges, they said. What?
Usando errado, né?
Get that blade away from my unicorns. I'm warning you.
Ele insiste umas 3, 4 vezes aqui, até o chapéu dele for na cabeça desse.
Hey, hey, stop it! Those unicorns may look cute and cuddly, but they are ferocious fighters when provoked.
Insiste 3, 4 vezes aí até.
You do that one more time,
Até
and I won't be able
acontecer
to
alguma
quell Mr.
coisa.
Fancy Cake's vehement temper. My unicorns have little use for such material things. I, on the other hand, am happy to earn your life savings. Hey!
Aí, agora foi.
How did his cake
Insiste
taste,
aí
Mr.
3,
Fancy
4
Cakes?
vezes, não sei quantas vezes eu fiz, até o seu chapéu parar na cabeça dele. Depois disso você vai ganhar mais uma conquista de 55, beleza? A quarta conquista de 17. Você volta lá pra trás e vem pra cá de novo. Olha o machadinho e vai apertando o ar.
That missing wheel had me stumped. I had to go out on a limb to get past the root of the problem.
Ugh. Grandpa, your infamous puns are not my favorite.
What's the matter? You don't like the timbre of my voice? You'll warm up to the puns.
These are terrible.
An overgrown patch of spiniferous thornweeds obstructed a path to the water well.
The well with the ginormous dragon in it?
Perhaps.
Why would you walk into a patch of spiniferous thornweeds?
Well, I didn't. I thought about it for a while, though. I was thirsty.
Depois de fazer isso, rapaziada, mais uma conquista de 55. Se estrepa ali nos espinhos que você vai ganhar a conquista. Agora volta lá. Agora vai voltar aqui atrás, né? Faz o mesmo caminho. Agora provavelmente fazer do jeito certo, né? Mas se estrepa nos espinhos lá que você ganha mais uma conquista. Conquista 5 de 17. O que ele vai fazer? Passar reto agora. Agora você segue o caminho.
The town square was eerily quiet. Was I the only person in Daventry not at the parade? A bakery, and it smelled delicious. Ah, I didn't see any reason why that stale bread wouldn't work for a wheel. Ah, a shortcut.
Do I really have to hear the story about how you took forever to tiptoe across that fallen tree again?
No, I guess not.
Find me a wheel, boy. Anything big and round should do the trick.
I thought this might do the trick.
Lovely choice, boy.
Entrega o
And
escudo
thank
pra
you,
ele.
Garble's this bread is beyond stale. Hopefully it didn't pay too much. You have a face that just screams overcharged. I've got just a fix for that, too. But we have important tournament business to tend to, and I think this'll do the trick. Ooh, I'll just need to start locking my unicorns up at night. Mr. Fancy Cakes has a nibbling problem. All right, off we go. Oh, wait, before my mind slips, I was able to procure an entrance ticket to the tournament. Since you so graciously found me a wheel, I am more than willing to sell it to you at a reasonably discounted rate. Are you interested?
Oh, sounds good. I love a deal.
So do I, boy, so do I. If I see one, I'll let you know. Here you
Aceita
are.
o negócio aí, sei lá.
Now, let's vamoose from this meadowland, Mr. Fancy Cakes. It is go time.
Aceita, tá? a oferta aí, eu sei lá o que que ele fala. Pra dar seguimento aí, é só fazer exatamente o que eu fizer, rapaziada. Que todo mundo ganha os Gamer Score. Fui na sorte ali, eu não sei, não sabia se qual das
We
duas opções escolhi, mas escolhi
sincerely
a
hope
certa.
you enjoyed your stay in our luxury cabin. Please gather your belongings and watch your head on exit.
Thanks for the hospitality.
No time to lounge, my boy! Lucky for you, the parade is halted. Another case of a mysterious missing bridge, I imagine. Watch your step. We wouldn't want any tears in that illustrious cape. Bon voyage, Buttercup! Don't forget about us working folk, especially when your pockets are full of riches.
Descendo.
I'm remembering this wrong. Wait a second.
Vai liberar mais uma conquista. Deixa eu ver se vai chegar pra mim. Chegou. Mais um de 55.
Stay off those rocks. It's dangerous. Distress! Abandoned post!
Salva.
Learn how to swim, boy.
Thanks for saving me.
You're welcome, lad.
He was talking to me.
I believe he was talking to me.
Nope, me.
Wouldn't be the first time I've corrected you.
How anyone could ever confuse you with me is mind-boggling.
Do you ever tire of being run?
He was talking to me.
I believe he was talking to me.
Nope, me.
Wouldn't be the first time I've corrected you.
How anyone could ever... This tired argument is getting on my nerves.
No need to argue about the fact that I am... Uh-oh.
Essa árvore pra agitar as abelhas, beleza? Pode sair de fora agora. Pega o machadinho de novo. Vou dar uma pausadinha, rapaziada, pra ficar o guia ficar na minha frente, tá mais atrasado.
Over here, buddy.
Ajeitou o caminho pra nós, pelo menos.
Question me!
Dureza, hein?
All right!
I left the hatchet lodged in the tree because I would not need it any more.
Are you sure?
Quite sure. Everyone always asks about that hatchet. It gets a tad annoying.
Huh?
Aqui nessas madeiras. E pega as cordas. Vai fazer tipo um barquinho pra poder passar, eu acho. Provavelmente, né? Um barco improvisado. É uma pedra
Hang on a
no meio
sec.
do bagulho. Não é
Graham, right?
raso.
Yes. How did you know my name?
Esse
Well, you'd be
trampo todo
surprised
tinha
at the
uma pedra no
information
meio.
people give out when they're too busy thinking about their own agenda. I also observed that without you, no one could have made it across. Well done, Graham.
Thanks, I guess.
They'll never acknowledge it, you know. Those who use their minds over their biceps are never woven into the tapestries of time. I can tell you're like me, a creative thinker, an intellectual. To win this competition, you'll need to prove that your talents are more powerful than their strength, agility, and speed. You'll also need a friend.
I could really use a friend.
They call me Manny. Pleased to meet you.
So, friend, what's your favorite color? Do you like popcorn-flavored jelly beans? Because I do. What's your availability for sleepovers? Are we in a secret club?
Green. I prefer pizza-flavored. I'm free on Wednesdays and Saturdays, and I would say more of a secret alliance.
Alliance?
This competition will not be easy, and Daventry needs men like us. If we put our heads together, we might have a shot.
What's the plan?
If you win, put a good word in for me with the king. And if I win, I'll do the same. Soon, we'll both be moving up the ranks in the castle together. We should head inside the theater, though. Let me know how I can help.
Graham, to the front of the stage, please. Now that we have recovered our list, it is my duty to inform you that you are officially signed in. Yay. And I do want to apologize. I am very, very terribly sorry. But we've run out of commemorative tote bags.
That's not a problem. I have no use for tote bags. My mother designed my cape with lots of pockets. Is the next event about to start?
Not so fast, Pocket Boy. The tournament bylaws explicitly state that each contestant must complete every event before continuing on in the competition. Since you were late, you missed the test of chivalry and the welcoming parade. Both designed as light-hearted warm-ups and getting-to-know-you type exercises. You know, an icebreaker before we start in on the usual death, destruction, and duels of a cutthroat nature.
Don't forget about Amendment 70, Article 4.
I was getting to that, thank you. In the spirit of equal opportunity, the new rules state that you can schedule a make-up chivalry test if and only if the circumstances for your absence were extenuating. So, I will ask, what were your extenuating circumstances that made you late for the tournament?
I, don't know what the term extenuating means.
I'll just pencil in dim-witted. Now,
por intuição
go on,
aqui,
mingle with
rapaziada.
the other contestants.
Apertei
Find out as
a
much as
escolha
you can
A,
about them,
beleza?
and when you're ready for the chivalry test, come and see me.
Desce ali, fala com o gordão.
Hey, thanks for knocking that log over out there. Really, it gave me the opportunity to go on a lovely cruise.
Those nights were annoying me, and I wanted some alone time. Leave me be, little fly. You don't want to wake the bull.
Look, I don't want to be in this conversation any more than you do, but I missed the chivalry test, and I need to make it up. The faster we get this over with, the faster I can leave you alone.
Well, make it quick. Then buzz off.
Só ouvir o guia lá pra poder... I'm Graham agora, a escolha X.
I'm Graham.
No last names. I don't even want your first name.
And your name?
I'm known throughout the land as Circumference, but I am currently in the process of rebranding myself, starting with my name. You should call me Acorn.
What was that you were hiding in your paws?
None of your business, feather boy.
Que às vezes ele fala não é... Às vezes ele não fala exatamente o que tá escrito aí, é foda.
Seriously, what are you hiding? Is it a snack?
Leave it
Escolhi
alone,
errado.
string bean.
What was your name again, Sir Fatso?
It's Acorn. Get it right or pay the price.
I'll leave you be.
Go away.
Era esse aí. Era o B.
When it clasped shut.
Hey there, I'm Graham.
Charmed, I'm sure.
And your name?
What?
Well, I didn't catch your name.
What? Is this true? Surely you jest, Greg. What rock did you crawl out from? How do you not recognize this well-proportioned face?
Well, it's not Greg, it's Graham. And, of course, I know who you are. You're...
O de cima, o Y,
Every woman's dream?
Well, you got that right. The ladies love. Yeah. Who? Who do they love, Gabe?
It's not Gabe, it's... Oh, never mind. Yes, your name... You're... Sir Ten of himself.
Escolheu X.
Cheeky. But now you're starting to bother me, Grant.
I couldn't help it. No, but seriously, you're...
X de novo.
That jerk who pushed me into the river.
Oh, yes, that silly feather does look familiar. Look at it. Like a limp piece of cheese. What you need, Gale, is an upgrade. Like my mane of excellence.
Hey, my mother gave me that feather. I might be silly, but you're... Going to have to wait 1 second. I'll be right back.
I'll be waiting right here, Garrett.
Hello, my name's Graham. Nice to meet you.
Achaka.
So, where do you hail from?
Achaka.
I see. Sounds exotic.
Escolhe o A agora.
So, what type of arrows do you fly with?
Achaka.
Nice, nice. I prefer the hand-whittled sapling arrows myself. Want to partner up? Show Daventry the power of dueling archers? What do you say?
Achaka.
Yeah, you're right. You'd probably just slow me down. Good chat. I'm gonna get back to the chivalry test.
Baixinho agora.
Oh, hey, Graham. We were just sharing some tips about the tournament. Let me know if you want the rundown about any of our competitors.
What can you tell me about Acorn?
I can tell you not to mess with those bullhorns in any strength competition. I shouldn't be telling you this, but I heard a rumor that the man keeps a pet squirrel under his belly. What kind of a weirdo does that? Imagine what else he's hiding under there. Neither of us is going to be able to match his strength. If we're going to oust him, we'll need to work together and expose his secrets.
What can you tell me about Achaka?
Nem precisa eu falar o que eu tô escolhendo, dá um, tipo um brilhozinho, né, na opção que eu escolho.
Quiver. You got me doing it now. He's fast, strong, and vicious with his bow. I'm trying to convince him to join our alliance, but the translation isn't quite working.
Agora vai dar tipo
What can
claridão.
you tell me about
Entendeu?
Sir Ten of
Aí vocês veem
himself?
qual que eu tô
That's
escolhendo.
so inconsiderate. Although clever, these silly puns are not very becoming to a gentleman like yourself. Go meet everyone, then
Provavelmente isso aqui
come talk
é
to
igual
me.
o
I've got
Telltale, né?
a few
Não faz
tips to
diferença o
share.
que você escolher, não.
I'm good. Thanks, Manny.
Goodbye.
You see this one, little brother one? What do you want?
I, heard what you're hiding.
No, you didn't, skinny pants.
I did. I heard a rumor that a tiny squirrel pet lives under your belly.
What? Who told you that? I bet it was Whisper. He's the worst. His ego is the one thing I can't stomach. And she, well, she's not my pet. She's my friend.
Does your squirrel friend have a name?
I wish Whisper would keep his big mouth shut. Her name is Princess Madeline of Avalon. She's a proper lady.
What else is hidden in that belly?
The bones of a feather boy if you don't leave me alone.
I think you're hiding something else in there, but I'm not sure I want to find out. I'll leave you be.
You need to get lost.
Yes? Have you remembered my name?
Whisper.
Correct. Well, Whisper's full name is Sir Walter Harris Ignatius Sally Percival Eduardo Ramon Jr. the Third, hailing from Modesto. But I'm sure a fan like you knew that. Would you like an autograph?
Huh, I don't seem to have any portraits on me.
Well, if you find one, I'll sign it, free of charge. Whisper loves his fans. Whisper loves the knighthood. Whisper loves thwarting evil. But most of all, Whisper loves Whisper.
As do we all. I should be getting back to my chivalry test now.
Don't go! Whisper can do it!
That's a nice thought, but I'm pretty sure those guards would never confuse you for me. I mean, your armor is pretty recognizable.
Whisper's armor is shiny because Whisper loves his own reflection.
Yeah, I get it. Good day, Whisper.
Are you ready for the chivalry test?
Vocês têm tempo, então eu vou dar pausa aqui, né? Pra ir vendo, acompanhando aqui.
Let's do it.
Question 1. Who is the only knight competing in the tournament that speaks multiple languages?
Manny. We're friends, you know. We have kind of an alliance. Next question.
All right, next question. This knight hopeful hails from a land far outside of Daventry. Based on the odds, he is favored to win the competition.
A Chaka.
Okay, moving on. What is the full name of the fastest
Vocês vão ter que
contestant in the
seguir a
competition?
risca aqui, rapaziada.
Sir Walter Harris Ignatius
Porque tem
Sally
que dar as
Percival
respostas
Eduardo
certas, né,
Ramon Jr.
aparentemente.
III of Modesto. I'm sure.
Então segue a
I
risca aí que eu
see.
tô escolhendo.
Last question. Who or what is the favorite companion of the strongest competitor?
Princess Madeline of Avalon. She sounds quite charming.
Okay, let's see here. Tallying. It looks like you got all the answers correct. Great job, Pockets. Now, we shouldn't keep your new friends waiting, should we? Let's start the show.
Welcome, everybody. You are all here to win a knight position on King Edward's court. But that's not all. As you all know, tragically, the king has no heirs. So, this position could very well lead to the crown of Daventry itself. Now, let's officially commence the competition part of the tournament. I do hope you've all made friends, because it's about to get nasty. The time has come to collect your entrance tickets.
Oh, over here! Over here! I got mine right here!
I'm sorry, I really am, but that is not an entrance ticket. In fact, from up here, it looks like a sweaty piece of cloth. Oh, probably just a snot rag. Each knight hopeful will need to bring back to the theatre, dum-dum-dum-dum, one eye of a hideous beast. And, due to Proclamation 1748.2, it will actually need to be a hideous beast. Not like last year. No adorably cute, fuzzy or tiny creature eyes will be accepted. Thank you.
Nothing to see here.
There are many hideous eyes to find in Daventry. We urge you to take this opportunity to show us your skills. We want to know what's in your heart, how you think, and how you react in the face of danger. You might not believe all that can be interpreted from one eye, but we will still judge you all the same. Now, everyone, go forth and claim thine eyes.
Whisper!
Ooh.
Whisper can do it.
Watch your step, kid.
Oh, thanks.
I know it ain't fancy, but it'll have to work for now. Amaya Blackstone, nice to meet you.
Graham, the pleasure's mine. It's nice to see all these bridges are getting fixed.
All these bridges? No, kid. This contract is over. Daventry can't afford me anymore. They can't even afford oil for the crumbler over there. My own invention, of course.
Oh, what does a crumbler do?
It lifts, it chops, it crumbles. Most importantly, it brings in the monies, which are desperately needed. Been kind of rough around here lately.
It seems that way. Daventry's been an interesting experience so far. Different from what I read in my travel books. Honestly, I'm starting to wonder if it's for me.
Don't worry, kid. It's not you. This kingdom's been going downhill ever since the Queen died. And now, with the bridges out, no one can get into Daventry. It's really quiet. I hate the silence. I'm a woman of action, if you couldn't tell. Quiet towns don't pay the bills.
I can see that.
Well, I should get going. Perhaps someone's wandered into my shop. If you make it there, come say hi. I'm on the left.
So, how did you find an eye?
A new kind of horn, but the same result. The horn reeked of toothpaste and cabbage. Luckily, those were flavors I liked. So toothpastey, so cabbagey. Yep, I blew on that horn 5 times. Well, 6 times. After a while, I lost count of how many times I blew on that horn. Then I remembered I blew the horn at least 8 times. I should get a trophy or an achievement for how many times I blew on that horn. I continued to blow on that horn, but my mind was silent.
Mais uma conquista, só seguir aí do jeito que eu fizer, quantas vezes for preciso para liberar a conquista. Só ir repetindo aí, soprando no caso.
Wherever you are hiding, hideous beasts, Whisper will find you.
I was too slow to catch those frogs.
Come into the daylight, you
I tried again, but it was no use.
Pelo jeito vai vir mais uma conquista, hein?
Did I ever tell you about the time I tried to catch a frog? It was riveting.
Grandpa.
After trying for hours to catch those frogs, I was exhausted and thought I was going to croak.
Not funny.
Whisper, do it!
I had to be careful with my cape while sliding around for those frogs. I didn't want to rip it.
I don't know what's worse, dad jokes or grandpa jokes.
All right, enough words. I'm starting to get a frog in my throat.
Hey, Gordon!
Mais uma conquista, rapaziada. Acho que pelo jeito tem que esperar o carinha passar correndo ali, ó.
Whisper is running!
Conquista número 8 de 17, 440G, beleza? É pra estar igual aí, pra caso vocês tenham perdido alguma.
How precious. The badger wanted to make friends with the squirrels. I walked into town with my last coin. Whatever path I chose to pursue for my eye would need to be cheap.
Hey, Graham. If you like sharp things, you've come to the right place. We have over 23. Oh, forgive me. Last night was a little rough. I woke up on the floor, my bed nowhere to be found. Can you believe that? What type of yahoo steals a bed while you're sleeping in it? And the most curious part, nothing else is missing. Anyway, take a look around. Let me know if something piques your interest. Don't touch that, Graham, or you might be the one losing an eye. What can I get you?
So, I've been meaning to ask. What is that amazing blade for? Is it for battling vicious werebears? How many ice orcs has it slain? Does it deal justice? Is it road legal? Is it made of fear?
Oh, that? No, that's for gardening. I use it to trim my hedges. Seeing as my place is all tended to, and my petunias are most lovely, I'm willing to part with it for the price of 1 shiny gold coin. I'm sure you've got a prickly situation that needs attending.
Bye.
Hey, kid, can you do me a favor?
I can try.
Can you help me keep that back door closed? I run the local Wetzel Wolf Watch program here in town. There's patches getting made. If you keep that door closed, you can be an official member. Think it over. Patches!
Did you do it? Did you spend your only gold coin on the epic weed whacker?
I did. The bulb costs a fortune.
Now, Graham, promise me you will only use this for its intended purpose.
I shall be brave in all my hedge trimmings.
Those plants will never see it coming.
No one should notice one bell missing.
Pega aquilo ali, viu? Não esquece não.
What a peculiar trap.
All right, sugar shrooms.
Pega esse cogumelo. Confirmar aqui. Vai. Fui pro lado errado. Agora sim, tem que ir pro lado de fora, viu? Tá vendo o lado errado. Você parece burro. Segue reto. Eita. Pega a carne. Vai morrer. Vai lá ganhar conquista, eu acho.
Sorry, my mistake.
Espera um pouco. Não sei porquê, mas tô esperando. Tô esperando também. Pera aí. Aí, chegou mais uma conquista de 55. Agora é só seguir de novo. Mais uma conquistinha. Conquista 9 de 17. totalizando 495G. Agora naquela parte que a gente se espetou aquela hora, vocês vão usar aquele negócio que a gente comprou ali na loja agora. Primeiro aqui. Selecionar ele mais perto ali que vai arrancar os espinhos.
I was a few steps behind, but I was hopeful a beast was in that well, and I wanted an eye to impress everyone.
But Grandpa, the dragon lives down there.
I didn't know that yet, Gwendolyn, and pretend you don't either. This story takes place before the one I told you last night. Sometimes a story is best told out of order.
Oh, got it.
I was out of my league down there, but I had something to prove.
Hey! Whatever's down here, it's mine.
There wasn't much to see that way, so I turned around and went back. Like I said, I took a small detour, enjoyed some pretty rocks, and then headed back to follow a chaka.
I know the dragon is this way, Grandpa.
I had no knowledge of any dragons, so I headed back the way I came.
I think you kept going.
Fine, I kept going, fully knowing there was nothing to see down that way and not getting my hopes up that there would be. As I said, nothing. Just a dead end and disappointment.
Really? Are you sure nothing happened there?
Well, there was something I always wanted to do.
Echo!
That's it?
Yup. All right, I may have also maybe used the privacy to practice my archery.
Tem que esperar aqui, né?
I don't think that was it.
You don't?
Sem se mexer.
I think you used the opportunity to do a silly dance.
Is my story boring you that much?
All right, Twinkle
Espera
Toes.
aqui
Let's see those
até
moves.
acabar a conversinha deles aí.
Fine. And after I danced at that dead end, I climbed down the rope and
E
continued.
chegou mais uma conquista de 55, rapaziada. Só encostar ali na frente ali, ficar parado sem se mexer, esperar a conversa acabar e mudar a cena lá e aí você vai liberar mais uma conquista. Conquista 10. Totalizando 550G.
Stalama. Afamata. Stalama.
Opa.
And that's what happens
Errei,
to
né?
those
Tem que
who
seguir
do
os
not
passos do
listen.
carinha ali.
They fall to their deaths?
Well, perhaps not, but it is
Tem que seguir os
important
passos
to
dele,
listen.
rapaziada. Só prestar atenção onde ele tá pulando.
The dragon!
Stalama. Afamata. 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 Water. Afamata. Afamata. Stalama.
What was it that Tracker said?
He said,
Tá com a memória boa aí.
So I must not have jumped.
Water.
Presta atenção, vamos ver.
Afamata. 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 Afamata.
And then we paused it.
Segura, segura, segura.
Water.
Só seguiu o Afamafa, que ele fala aí, porque tá certo.
Afamata. Afamata. Stalama. Afamata. 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 Water.
Ah, mano, eu perdi pro lado, velho. Sacanagem.
Water.
Ah, mano, eu perdi pro lado, filha da puta. Caralho, eu apertei pro lado de novo. Ah, apertei pro lado, velho. Aperta e não olha se tá mirando pro lado certo. Puta que pariu.
I'm remembering this wrong.
Tem que voltar pra trás. Puta, viu?
Water.
Perdendo tudo aí. Volta pra trás, ó. Achei que tinha pulado na da frente. Da esquerda, porém a da frente. Amarela.
And then we pause there for...
Tô ficando puto.
Water.
Achei que dava que pegava nessa preta aí, mas não pega não. O que fica balançando aí não acerta. Achei que acertava, agora vai.
And then we pause there.
Na moral, cara.
Water.
Eu vou até preparar um negócio aqui, quer ver? Deixar preparado aqui. Pra caso eu conseguir. Sonzinho pra agradecer, né? Beleza. Aí saiu o som. Que bosta. Pelo menos foi agora. Da puta. Jogo maldito. Ah, até o guia aqui, o cara que tô seguindo o guia, demorou pra passar essa porra. Até ele demorou, filho. Só eu não. Algumas tentativas aí.
Wait, 2 eyes?
Yes, and another surprise. We didn't share your excitement. story sure is.
Time agora do celular de novo. Deixa eu pegar o time ali.
I took the long way, he took the astounding way. No matter, that I would be mine. I toasted to my new fire-breathing friend.
Grandpa!
Deixa eu ver se o guia tá morrendo de propósito ou se ele tá realmente morrendo. Às vezes, sei lá, morre 2 vezes nessa parte, sei lá. Vai ter umas conquistas bem brisadas. Deixa eu ver se ele tá morrendo mesmo ou se é uma conquista, né? Esperar o guia chegar ali, né? Será que não?
Stalama! Stalama!
Puka.
Stalama! Stalama!
Puka.
Stalama! Stalama!
Tá lama aí até.
Puka.
Afanada!
Não tem erro não.
Puka.
Afanada!
Pronto. A lama é pra ele trocar e o outro é pra ele prosseguir com o que ele tá fazendo. Fazendo isso, você vai ganhar mais uma conquista, rapaziada. Fica voltando no portão até ele te empurrar pra cá. Vamos ver. Chegou mais uma conquista. Mais 55. Totalizando conquista 11 de 17. 605 IG. Agora sim você vai ali na corda.
That dragon was certainly not on a short leash.
Buta.
Afanada!
Buta.
Vai perguntar, você aperta Stalama.
Stalama! Stalama!
Vai colocar o escudo pra cima. Perguntar de novo. Aí você confirma. Porra.
Puta!
Still on, still on.
Ooh. Puta!
Confirmar.
Puta!
Confirmar de novo.
Puta! Puta!
Agora foi. Tá do lado de lá mesmo. Toca o negócio que o dragão vai puxar e vai estourar o portão.
Hey, do you think we could share that dragon eye?
Shrekky, affirmata.
My thoughts exactly.
Shrekky. Uta.
Stalama, Stalama!
Ei, não. Sei lá, foi porra nenhuma. Aconteceu meio diferente no guia ali, mas o esquema é o mesmo. O finalzinho, na verdade, é o mesmo.
I'm done. I am done. This is not for me.
Going somewhere?
Yes, I'm going home, where I belong. I was promised wonder and adventure and fantastical floating islands. And what I got was a Daventry that will never live up to what it once was.
Daventry needs you, Graham. I know it's not what you expected, but give it time. We can work through the kinks together. It can be great once again with the right people in charge.
I'm not that person. And you should stop believing in me. It could get you killed.
Fine. Leave. Be a dentist for all I care. I guess Achaka was wrong.
What?
Nothing. It was nice meeting you, Graham.
Spill it.
Well, Achaka and I were chatting during your chivalry test, and he had some thoughts about you. Didn't you find it odd that Achaka entered this tournament, Graham? Did he ever tell you why?
Well, he might have. But I only learned 2 words of his language.
A horrendous famine struck Achaka's village, Ichtue. He left his suffering family to enter this tournament. He hoped to seek an audience with the king to plead for help. It was a long shot, even for him.
Oh, great. So because of me, a whole village will starve. That makes me feel better.
No. Because of you, a village will be saved. Achaka was impressed by you. He told me he was watching you on your travels to Daventry, and that you seemed like the type of person that could inspire change. More so than those bucketheads, anyways. If you're not going to compete for yourself or me, do it for the Ichtuans. They need you. You're their last hope.
I couldn't go back if I wanted to. After all that, I didn't even get an eye.
Here, have one of mine. I have plenty. No excuses now.
For those brave souls that are still with us, welcome back. Now, you may have heard some squawking from a few naysayers in our kingdom concerned with the ethics of the tournament. But proclamations and addendums aside, this is the way we have always done it in Daventry, and this is the way we will continue to do it. Now, Knight Hopefuls, if you would be so kind as to present your eyes.
Hold still.
He seems distressed.
I don't know why. It looks as though his pre-order went through.
True enough. Do you remember your eye?
Oh, yes. It once belonged to a hideous, majestic unicorn. You know, before the proclamation.
Congratulations, everybody. We officially accept all the eyes presented. I'll see you in the duels.
Take that and that! Oh. Mr. Springbottom. What? You're surprised I'm competing in the stuffed animal tournament? You know what? I will make some stories of my own. I'll pick up where my last book left off. It was called 31 Ways to Slay a Monster. Yar! I just can't do it, Mr. Springbottom. Yar, yar, yar! Yeah!
Gwendolyn!
I'm sorry, Grandma.
Oh, I'll take care of it, dear. I came to tell you your grandfather is ready for you. Run along, go have some adventures. Just try to have your next adventure away from my glass vases, please.
Now it's time for my favourite part of the tournament, the duels. Haha! You will compete against each other in a duel of strength and a duel of speed, with the winners facing off in a championship duel of wits.
The pairings of knights
Tá
were
encerrando aqui,
selected at
rapaziada, a
random,
parte 1,
so no
beleza?
complaining.
Aí
I'm
depois eu
looking at you,
continuo na parte
Whisper.
2, que tem mais
Ties will be
conquistas pra
settled
liberar,
in
beleza?
sudden death.
Tamo junto, é
The winner, of
nóis,
course,
até
will
já.
gain the